Sperm Sisters, a podcast about 3 sisters, 3 DNA tests, and 1 life-changing discovery.
Join us as we spill the tea on what it's really like to discover you're donor conceived and that you have siblings you never knew existed.
Follow our story on Spotify and YouTube. Welcome to the family.
Coming up on this week's episode of Sperm Sisters.
Spermatozoa is actually just the collective name for semen. Spunk or jizz, if you will.
We have ourselves a cheeky little pop quiz.
How much do you think you'd have got per donation? Bear in mind you can do multiple donations daily even. I guess.
Great question. £100.
Oh, God, no.
£10. 10 shillings.
And what question makes us totally shook?
55 years.
What?
So that now means that donor conceived people, and that's an improvement, supposedly.
I can't. No.
So donor conceived people can have
I don't think that's right.
It is
no,
right.
No, I know that the fact is right, but I don't morally, I really don't think that's right.
But first, this is the first episode. Let us introduce ourselves.
I'm Natasha, Essex-based, dance healthcare specialist, cat mum to Charlie and Shmoo, as well as partner to James, and I am statistically very likely to lose my passport.
Hello, I'm Gemma. I'm an artist. I'm a mum of 2 to Josh and Maisie, and I'm the other half of Leon, who is the sane part of my brain. I'm a huge fan of any opportunity that involves getting people together, cooking, and just having a really good natter.
Hi, I'm Helen. I'm a piano teacher, mum of 1 little boy, and currently very big as I'm pregnant to our 2nd child. Fun fact about me, I'm a qualified archery instructor and was once on an episode of Pointless.
That's really good.
Do you like it?
I love it.
It's great.
So for today's episode, my name is Helen and I'm going to be leading it. Loosely leading, I will say, because obviously you've heard from our bio intro bit that we're all donor conceived. But a lot of people listening might not actually have heard that term that much, or will be thinking, well, what's that about? Well, today I will be telling you exactly what it's about. The only thing I need to caveat is when you actually delve into the history of donor conception, it is like very murky and probably some bits, I would say, a little controversial. So just to play it fairly safe for the first one, I'm only going to do UK-based donor conceived history.
Great.
Okay?
Yeah.
So just UK.
Just
so none of this
cool.
Who's Your Daddy Netflix documentary, horrifying things from America. It's not that, okay? It's going to be get rid of the horrifying things from America.
No.
Shake.
Oh God. Please, Trump, no. I love America. I love America. Please. Oh my God.
You sweating?
No, I'm sweating. I'm so scared I'm going to offend people. Okay. So I'm just going primarily UK based to play this safe, all right?
Perfect. Cool.
So
Hit us with your facts.
what I'm going to do is ask you questions, girls, and I want to know what your initial thoughts are. Do you know the answers? And then hopefully we can all together learn a little bit more about what is the history of being donor conceived.
Lovely.
That's lovely.
All right. Who's the teacher of the group? I wonder.
Yeah.
Well, the first question is, when was the first successful pregnancy with frozen spermatozoa? Have you ever heard of that word?
No.
Neither had I.
Please.
I googled it. Spermatozoa is actually just the collective name for semen. Spunk or jizz, if you will. But there's also actually I might have to Google it, but I think it was spermusa is for a single sperm. Anyway.
No way.
A spermusa. So I'll just re-ask that question because we went off a slight ADHD tangent there. When was the first successful pregnancy with frozen sperm? Do you know?
Now, is this from the film that we said that we all watched? Is this are we going back as far as 1950s? Or, yeah, is it right?
Yeah, you've actually got that right straight away.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Is it 1950 or 1950?
Yeah, it's 1953.
I was going to say 2.
Wow.
Okay. once a year amongst friends. It was You're right, 1953. So that actually did happen in America by a man called Sherman in the University of Arkansas.
That's Arkansas.
Oh my God, is it? Why does it end with an S and not W?
To be honest, why anything, Helen, with this topic?
I was thinking at the time, I was like, where is Kansas? Like, is that why Dorothy's from Kansas? Is she actually from Arkansas?
No, there's a place called Kansas. There's Kansas City, and I think it's in Arkansas.
All right. Well, anyway, that's the only bit of America, so it's fine. That's Arkansas, baby.
That's Arkansas.
Obviously, that's the bit of America that we're doing, okay? But I do need to say that is about frozen sperm. First successful pregnancy with frozen sperm. If you actually go back, like, full history, which honestly I'm not going to because it was really long. And I was like, I'm just going to start about 50s is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, it's obviously a huge grey area as... there's just not enough data on it. You don't really know whether it was done on purpose of insemination or, like, what I'm trying to avoid saying, which we don't have to keep
handmaid's tale. Was that what we're going with?
Well, some of it came across a little bit like that, and I was like, oh, that's not very light-hearted. So that's why I've gone for
We're
frozen,
going from
frozen, modern,
contemporary.
contemporary donor conception.
Great.
Nothing like Henry VIII weird.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Because of that, when do you think sperm banking as a concept became commercialised?
You go. I did the first one. I did the first one. You go.
Okay, well, what I was actually going to say was, can I throw the question back at you?
Please.
Be that really annoying student.
Yeah.
What's a sperm bank?
Oh, just a very good question. So a sperm bank essentially is where men will have gone, or women, no, sperm. just men, I think, produce sperm. Hang on. Ridiculous. A sperm bank historically would have been used for the storage of sperm, or spermatozoa, as we now know. Would be for the storage or the distribution of sperm. So really it would have been brought about so that clients, let's say, because it is ultimately a business, it was something that was created for the storage or distribution of spermatozoa, as we now know. So it was used ultimately as a new business idea. So the reason it's called a bank is people could go and collect sperm that they wanted.
Good God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was that my guess? Can I guess?
Yeah, when do you think that started happening in the UK?
1980s.
Wrong. 1970s.
Oh.
Okay.
Not far off. It's still like mid-century.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so in the 1970s, that must mean that in the UK, the concept of being donor conceived or needing a donation of an egg or sperm was now starting to ramp up then, because if there was a need to have sperm banks, like plural, then there must have been quite a few dotted around the place where people could go, donate, and then carry on with their lives, carry on their merry way.
I mean, this is the difficulty, because there's not a vast amount of records, which I will get into another time, but not a vast amount of records that have actually been kept historically about donor or donating, because it was all done anonymously. And there was literally no cap on it. So
what do you mean?
I mean, right. If you're a struggling student, or if you're very skint, I guess one day you could just hit up Harley Street and go into multiple sperm banks donating, and you get money with every donation you give. Yeah. And because things aren't legally checked, you could just give a fake name.
And I literally was at a friend's for dinner not that long ago, and I was talking about this podcast so that we were going to be doing it. And I've known this guy for years, and he said, oh, I donated sperm when I was at uni. And I was like,
oh, no way.
What? And
Why?
Anyway.
Did he do it?
Cash.
For the money.
He's in debt. But then he was like, if I don't think he went through with it in the end, but he I think like he started the process of like doing it and whatever.
For cash, right?
Yeah.
In today's society, which again I'll get more into, more stringent checks and things are done. Back then, no stringent checks are done.
No.
So how much do you think you'd have got per donation? Bear in mind you can do multiple donations daily even. I guess.
Great question. £100.
Oh God, no.
In the 80s?
In the 70s.
In the 70s, £10. 10 shillings.
No, in the 70s you would get from anywhere between £3 to £5.
You're fucking kidding me.
I'm not lying. That's all we cost. Today, they are not legally allowed to be paid more than £45 for their services.
What?
Yeah, seriously.
Now?
Yeah, now there's like in 2026, if someone donated, each time you cannot be paid more than £45. Which I presume is to hopefully try and stop like anyone, I guess, with a bit of a God complex of like, I have fathered however many children.
But then like, I mean, that's also like a whole other topic to discuss I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because, you know, that why aren't there, I mean, there must be, surely someone can only donate so many times.
Well, right. Okay, so you're sort of leading on to another one that I'm going to do.
Okay.
But what I will say is now things are more regulated.
Yes.
But we're talking about the Wild West of sperm banks at the moment, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So there's zero regulation. You can give fake names. I believe that they screened for maybe like a couple of STDs. But also some didn't either.
Yeah.
So it's just like a complete risk.
So we are referring to the 80s, the decade that we were each conceived.
Well,
70s, 80s.
70s,
Okay.
80s, which I guess brings me on. So this is just sperm banking.
Yeah.
Do you know when the first test tube baby actually was born, i.e. IVF?
I feel like we do know this.
1960s.
No.
And is it earlier?
No, it's later.
Oh.
Yeah, 1978, a lady called Louise Brown. She's only 47 now. She was the first IVF baby.
IVF and test tube are different.
Are they?
Yeah.
Stop it. She's test tube baby.
We're not test tube. We're IVF.
No, we're test tube, because test tube baby.
I'm going to be honest, I actually don't know the difference.
I believe that test tube and IVF is basically the same, where you just mixed in a Petri dish.
I haven't got a Scooby, call Mandy.
Just find out.
Put her on loudspeaker.
I shall.
Hello.
Hello, Mum. I have a question for you.
Are you still at Natasha's, or are you on your way?
Yes.
Hi, Mandy.
We're still here. I just have
How's it going?
Good.
Well, we are currently recording the podcast.
You haven't?
No, we are currently doing it now. But we have a question for you.
Yeah.
Go on, Helen.
What do you know what the difference is between a test tube baby and an IVF baby?
Absolutely nothing.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Right,
Gemma.
thanks, Mum. Thank you. I knew that. Right, okay.
So sorry.
Thank you,
Thank
Mum.
you, Mandy.
Feel free to call.
Will do.
It's with you.
Thanks. Love you. Bye. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Louise actually is
Louise is the first test tube baby.
got it.
We are not test tube babies. We are donor conceived.
Oh my God. I think I
Right.
actually... I think I'm
I
actually
can't get
starting
my
to
head
get
around
it.
it.
Right.
Hey, look.
I think I'm starting to get it. No, Helen, you probably understand it more than I do.
Go on. What do you think test tube baby is then? Or IVF baby?
Okay. I think an IVF baby is where you get the mum's egg, the dad's sperm, out of them, put it together, mix it up, put it in a test tube.
Yeah, so you're mixing both the gametes, they're called, the sperm and the egg together to create an embryo, which is then artificially inseminated into the mum.
Right.
However, none of us are actually IVF. This is a common misconception for people who are donor conceived because they've all been told that they're IVF. But we're not, because we're just from donor sperm. So the donor sperm has just been artificially inseminated.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I believe.
How?
Oh God, I don't know.
Okay,
Turkey baster? I don't know.
Fine. That can wait for like
Mandy.
Yeah. Get Mandy back on the phone.
Gotta say, don't think I want to know.
Yeah, okay, so we're artificially inseminated. We are the original AI.
Yeah.
That's quite nice. I like that.
I knew it.
Can I just tell you a fun fact about Louise?
Yes.
So she's 47. She was born in Oldham General Hospital in the UK. She married a doorman called Wesley. It's just you
nice.
never hear the name Wesley anymore. So I thought that was nice. Right, so I think we've covered basically the history of when sperm banking, sperm donation was starting to become commercialised. How long do you think it was unregulated for? Do you know when it started to become regulated?
2005. No.
Too late.
No. 1991.
Yes.
When you say regulated, do you mean like...
I mean that records had to be kept.
Because...
Yes.
Well, actually, no. I was going to say you and I... Well, we're 89ers.
Yeah.
Gemma and I... Hi, it's Tash. Gemma and I were 1989. Helen, you were 1991.
Yes.
Now, we were assuming that the sperm donor... I don't know, kept a little bit on the side for you for later.
Well, I don't think he did. I don't think he gave a shit. He just wanted the money.
He wanted that £3.
No, what I believe happened was that I was from a frozen batch. So probably maybe from the same donation as you guys, but I was on ice. So I wasn't created until 1991.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a good time to maybe just tell everybody that I'm 36, Tash, 36, Gem, 36.
I am Gemma and I am 36.
And Helen is...
I am Helen and I am 34.
Is she a little baby?
I'm just a baby. Just a baby. So I'm not actually an 80s baby. I'm 90s.
Yeah, I reckon you could class yourself as one if you've been on ice.
You were talking about regulations. Was that what you were talking about?
Yes, sorry. Sorry, I was buffering for a second there. Prior to August 1991, there was no requirement to keep any sort of records at all about anyone who's donor conceived, how many babies have been born via certain batches. That was at the discretion of individual doctors. If they wished to keep records, they could, but they didn't have to.
So they just went to the sperm bank and then said, I've got Mr. and Mrs. Jones here.
Yeah.
They want to have a baby.
Yeah.
But Mr. Jones he's not working.
Yeah.
As he wished he would.
Yes.
We need a bit of backup. Have you got a pot in the back room for me that I could take back to Mrs. Jones and put it up her?
Yes, I do. Do you want to know anything about it for your future children? No. Perfect. Here we go.
Fuck. Sorry. But that's it, isn't it? Like, so no one wrote down who got what sperm, where people went, who even donated, nothing.
Well, it's down to the discretion of the individual doctors. Overall, not really, but what most people have now since found who are prior to 1991, anyone who's gone to try and find their records or ask for help at clinics that sometimes are defunct now anyway, they have had mysterious things like fires, or all of their computers broke, or there's been a flood that affected the office, so all records were destroyed. That's really because of from 1991 with the creation of the HFEA,
Which stands for?
the Human Fertilization Embryonic Authority. That's not right.
That's the HFEA. That is in 1991. They came into action and they were like, guys,
Yeah. Because
get some post-it notes out. Come on, we're going to start inbreeding soon.
because the UK government decided to start funding a register service so that the records could be kept.
But already by then, how many people?
Well, quite. Because if you think that it started from the 70s all the way to 1991, what I want you to both try and comprehend, no, comprehend sounds wrong. I mean, what I want you to both try and envision is that from the 70s all the way to 1991, there had been no legal requirement whatsoever to cap how many donations one person could do. So how many siblings that could create in the world of the same age. There was no need to keep any records whatsoever. So that's 20 years worth of people who have been created that nobody has a figure on. And everyone was told medically, do not tell your children that they are donor conceived. It was best to have plausible deniability. As at the time they believed that was what was best.
And that is what happened to the three of us.
Yeah. And in 1991, I should say, that is when they also decided to create a limit, which still stands today.
What is it?
That only 10 families can use sperm or eggs from one donor. Statistically, you've got to be pretty unfortunate.
To fuck your brother.
Yeah. But also there's records of that anyway now,
Yeah.
whereas there weren't before.
Okay.
So you could have fucked your brother. Right. Do you want to know another insane...
It was the 80s!
Yeah. Do you also want to know another absolutely insane law that was brought in 2022 for something that people probably wouldn't have thought about?
Yeah.
So how long do you think you can store either sperm, eggs or embryos for legally in the UK now? How long?
3 years.
This is where they would be on ice, obviously.
Okay.
How long can you have something on ice for?
7 years.
55 years. So that now means that donor conceived people, and that's an improvement, supposedly.
I can't. No.
So donor conceived people can have
I don't think that's right.
It is right.
No, I know that the fact is right, but I don't
Morally,
I really don't think that's right.
It does seem a little suspect because obviously that means donor conceived people could have a half sibling that's 55 years older than them.
Oh, that's all we need. Not that I've got a problem with that.
Yeah, and then also like if that individual like wanted to, and as we if one wanted to reach out to their sperm donor, for instance, and like you can't guarantee what sort of relationship that might lead to, but like they wouldn't be able to, maybe.
I mean, I would imagine no one's really thawing them out after 55 years. I just can't see the scenario for that anyway, but that's the now illegal limit. So that's something that's been brought up.
That is just fucking insane to me.
Yeah, but that's from 2022. So that's so mad to think about. And kind of on that front, if we're still talking about laws and regulations for the history side of things, obviously nobody pre-1991 had any identifying information at all of their donors, like completely anonymous.
Yeah.
And the donors were told will always be anonymous is a fact I think should also, we're kind of only coming from donor conceived like ideologies. I think a donor legally then they were sort of guaranteed they'd always stay anonymous, which is something that should, I guess, be respected on their front too.
Because they didn't know that companies like Ancestry, 23andMe, MyHeritage, all that were going to come along.
Exactly.
Like
one could have predicted.
No one could predict
that.
this.
Yeah.
No, that we found out.
But when do you think it was first brought up that donor conceived people should be legally entitled to have access to identifying information to their donors?
2005.
Bingo. But sorry, that's if you were just conceived from March 2005. So those people have only reached 18 in August of 2023.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh my God.
So obviously that kind of brings us to the close on my quiz, because now we're up to current day. It's actually all pretty modern history. The United Kingdom's history with donor conception. The first pregnancy happened in 1953 using frozen sperm, but in the UK, sperm banking didn't, hit off since the 70s, and it was completely unregulated until August of 1991. After that has become more normalised conversations in ethics, or I guess the needs and desires of donor conceived products and what they might need to access, which is why more rules and regulations have come in from either the Open ID cohort, which is in March 2005, and then all the way through to changing how long you can store frozen sperm, eggs or embryos in 2022, and that brings us up to today. So we're now living in a much more regulated world, not so Wild West. But hopefully that's cleared up some history for you there.
Thank you, Helen. Well done. Yeah, I think you absolutely smashed that, because there's a lot in that I didn't know, and yet we're donor conceived and we've known it for a while, but sometimes you just kind of go, oh my God, that's mad. And I think describing it as the Wild West is perfect, because that is the rest of our podcast. To get ready for the Wild West of how we found out, of bizarre little secrets and little breadcrumbs that have been fed throughout our entire lives, and very close to actually meeting each other in person before we even knew that we were donor conceived and not even realising it. So I think it's quite a nice way to end, isn't it?
Too. Basically, stay tuned for all the tea.
Yeah. Yeah, well done.
Nice one, guys.
Well done.
We did Daddy Brown.
Daddy Brown. That's amazing. Well done. Smashed it.
Happy?
I'm like busting thoroughly.